everybody out there in YouTube land. This is Will the Dragon Whisperer with another video for the channel. Super excited about this video. Been a little while since I posted again. I know you guys been super busy. I have so many projects going on here at the reptile room and here at the rescue, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. There are 7 new animals here in the room, and briefly I want to share with you guys about a year and a half ago, my father was diagnosed with cancer, which he has a great bill of health now. He had to undergo some chemo, unfortunately, that was pretty tough on him, but he is a strong man, a rock, the foundation of our family, and fortunately now the Lord blessed him with some good health, and he has decided to get involved with some of my breeding projects here at the room. So cannot wait to show you guys some amazing new animals that I have now thanks to my wonderful, amazing father. Cannot thank him enough. And also have a new store open now, Morph Market, Tar Heel Exotics. Please check it out. We just have 1 animal up right now, but we're going to have a lot more posted here in the future. We have a lot of amazing animals that we've added here to the room that I will be breeding, and I cannot wait to share those things with you guys. Like always, when you get through watching this video, smash that like button. Don't forget to ring that notification bell. And please, guys, it's free, so always subscribe if you haven't already, or at least please consider it. As soon as we can grow the channel and get it bigger, there's so many plans I have here for the room. And this is one of the new animals right here, Athena, and she's decided she wants to check out some of her buddies in the tanks behind her. So we're going to get straight into the video. So let's hit the road, guys.
Roads? We're going, we don't need roads.
Okay, you guys, hopefully the camera is getting decent focus and picking up the colors of Miss Blue here. But this is Miss Blue. This is my nephew Jackson's new baby hatchling bearded dragon. She is 66% het wit blitz and 50% het zero, or I could have that backwards. But she has both of the genes, and she is a hypo and a translucent. She has both of those morphs, so this girl is incredibly beautiful. We got her from a great breeder off of Morph Market, and I'll try to link that in the description. But she is an amazing, beautiful dragon, super healthy. She's been crushing dubia roaches every day. She's got this nice enclosure I set up for her. You know, this is normally a tree I use for a basking tree stood up, but I've laid it down, and she loves to climb on it. And then she's got her little cave here that's got her perfect basking temperature of 110 degrees. And then I've actually set this camera up inside here, and you can actually see it moving because my nephew actively watches this little girl all the time, watches what she's doing, or either watching me right now. He's probably like, what is my uncle doing? But anyway, this is Miss Blue, and we're so happy to have her here. I'm going to be fostering here for a couple weeks. She just got a clean bill of health for her first stool sample from Dr. Crawford, and we're super excited, and we'll be keeping all you guys to watch the channel updated on Miss Blue, even long after she goes home to live with Jackson in Raleigh. Okay, you guys, this is Athena. I just got Athena. This is going to be part of one of my breeding projects. This was made possible once again by my father. Athena we got from Animal Ark in Orem, Utah. And look at how big and proud she's standing up there. And Athena has the most incredible personality. She really is really docile. She eats great. She lays in her basking spot. She's pretty active around her tank, but she is very, very docile and chill. No signs of aggression, or she really does not mind being handled. She's already made a trip to PetSmart to see all the local people there that I see all the time, that I always love seeing my animals. But you guys, I'm excited about the babies that this beautiful girl is going to produce here in the future. So stay tuned for that. But this is Miss Athena. As you can see, her humidity 31%, right where we need it to be, in her basking spot there, 105 degrees, and she's loving it, getting dubia roaches and some fresh salad every day. I think right now she's got some zucchini and carrots and squash in there. But that is Miss Athena, a beautiful new addition here to the reptile room. Okay, now one thing that's taken a lot of my time lately and kept me from being able to post you guys is this monstrosity here that I have been working on in the corner of the reptile room. This was the top of my entertainment center that went there over top of my television, but I decided to convert it into reptile enclosures. So Mr. Ramses, who is my biggest adult male and has long since needed a larger enclosure, and we've still got some more decorating to do. I'm building a custom backdrop for Ramses and some more things we're going to be adding to his tank, and I hope you guys will look forward to seeing that video in the future. But I put this together in the entertainment center. It has a PVC shelf, PVC front here, and he has tile in there, and then he has the sliding glass door that I installed with the track, 3/16 tempered glass, super strong, can't hurt these guys and can't shatter. But I'm telling you, Ramses, I really think that his colors, just being in here and having the big UVB strip light and having more space, he's really the guy just looks amazing. I mean, citrus blue bar, he's going to be my big male breeder. I'm going to be adding another male breeder to my group here next week, and you guys will be seeing that stud on the video as well. But Ramses could not look more majestic and more beautiful right there. His blue bars look absolutely amazing, and this guy's going to be a big, awesome breeder for me here real soon. But that is the enclosure that I built and put together for Ramses. And he loves his little cave there in his basking spot. But another part of this that I'm super excited about is Pyro's tank that I built in my last video is up here on the top with the sliding glass doors, all 100% PVC as well, and it sits right here on top. So I have all three of these tanks in a nice stack. But one of the tanks I'm most excited about is my stud, Groot, which I shouldn't be saying stud because it is a female. I recently had a Zoom call with Clint from Clint's Reptiles, and also had a Zoom call with Dave Kaufman, which was super, super exciting. Spent 30 to 45 minutes on the phone with Mr. Kaufman, and that was an incredible video. Ellie, get back. Don't scare Groot. But we sexed Groot, and Groot is definitely a female. But Groot has been awake now for about a week and a half, and I designed this enclosure for Groot, and Groot really loves it. And the way I designed it was with these two screen doors actually fold down and make ramps. So if Mr. Groot decides when I'm here in the room he wants to, or she, I keep misgendering Groot and I really apologize. Look, Groot just spotted a cricket or some kind of animal and she is on it. She is quite the hunter, but I designed this for her. I lined it all with tile so that the wood would not get affected by the moisture that Groot needs. It's pretty damp in there right now, but Groot has a really awesome, nice cave here that she's already created a nice little burrow spot. Nice hot 120-degree basking spot there for Groot. She's got a nice hide over there in the humid, in the cool side. I put some really premium fresh raw dog food in there for her, and plenty of things for her to interact with. But you guys, she is a beast when it comes to eating. She really loves chasing the food down and hunting. Once she's in her food mode, yeah, there she goes. I was wondering what was taking her so long, but she is really an aggressive hunter, and it's really cool to sit here and watch her hunt when I put invertebrates in her tank. And as always, everything she gets, all my animals get, is always dusted with their Apache's calcium plus multivitamin. Definitely the best thing on the market in my opinion. They do have a super fine version of it, which is a little easier to dust, but I find the regular version works just fine. Never used the super fine, but I have seen people that do use it. But if you can see, this girl is such a hunter. Eyesight, vision, she's super smart. And she's not aggressive right now, but she is a little flighty because she just woke up and she's been asleep for about 6 months. We didn't get much time to bond before she went to sleep. So Groot and me have a lot of bonding to go before she's puppy dog tame by any means, but she's definitely not aggressive at all. Never has tried to bite me or tail whip me. She just doesn't really like to be handled. But like I said, if you just woke up after being asleep for 6 months, you probably wouldn't want a lot of people putting their hands on you and trying to make you do things that you didn't want to do just quite yet. But that's coming along, and this is the animal I've been waiting for months for her to wake up. When I got her, I only had her for about 2 weeks before she went into brumation. But she is really thriving in this enclosure. Like I said, super excited about it. The fold-down doors really make it easy for her to come out into the room if she wants to. And this should suit her for at least the next year. And I'm really excited that she's up. She's got some dog food here, too, if she decides she wants to nibble on it. But excited for you guys to see Groot as she grows and gets bigger and thrives here in the room. Now, I wanted to make sure you guys got to see these two little stunners. These are my first 2 ever crested geckos that I produced and hatched myself. I've been trying to breed a couple of my cresties for about 7 or 8 months, and unfortunately a lot of the first eggs my females laid were duds, and this was the first 2 that were fertile. And these guys were incubated for 87 days, which the longer the better with these guys. They come out bigger and healthier and stronger. And this was the second one that hatched out, and I will be including the video. These guys actually, I saw their heads come out of the egg, and I actually had them in my hand when they came the rest of the way out and took their first steps and their first breaths. And I'm going to include that in the video, and I do have it posted up on the channel as a short, so you guys please check that out. But this is the first one, and actually he was the second one that hatched. This is the first one that hatched out. Beautiful pattern there on the back, and these guys are already eating pretty good. You can already see poop there, giving them the Pangea. I just actually got, show you guys real quick, I just actually got 2 huge bags of the growth and breeding here, and a big huge bag of the fruit mix with insects. So these are 4-pound bags for the geckos here at the reptile room, and excited to have the 2 little babies hatch out. Now this, you guys, is Godiva, one of the Crested Geckos, lily white, that my father has helped me add to my breeding projects here. She is amazing. She's definitely going to be one of my breeders, and she is a very bright lily white. Her harlequin pattern there, or the white pattern there on the side, is incredible. She's already getting some coloration there in between, but she's young, and that tail is amazingly white. Just beautiful, beautiful gecko. All the white around her feet and her legs. An amazing, amazing animal, and that gray right there fires up super dark when she's fired up. So we're gonna put her back, and this is Twix, you guys, my other lily white crested gecko that I was able to get with the help of my father. And this is a male lily white, and we are going to be breeding both of these guys, not to each other. That right now doesn't people that are doing that, the offspring aren't coming out that great. They look beautiful, but they're not living very long. So right now we don't think that's a good pairing. But this male and that female will be bred with a lot of my other crested geckos, and we'll be seeing what these guys produce. But this is Twix, my male lily white crested gecko, and we'll be listing those offspring on Tar Heel Exotics on Morph Market. And you guys will definitely be kept posted on when those will be available. But his lines there are so incredible. Really beautiful colors. Not quite as bright as Godiva, but an incredibly beautiful male. And I can't wait to see what this guy produces down the road. Okay, you guys, now this is the enclosure I put together for these guys. And I don't have it decorated quite as much as I would normally have my gecko tanks, mainly because of the value of these guys and being that they're young. I want to make sure I can monitor them really well. So I'm going to add a couple of other things to the enclosure, hide-wise, a couple more things on the wall. But I really want to be able to monitor these guys, and it's a little scary when you look in the tank and you can't find these guys right away with what I have invested in them. So, but this tank came out really well. Have a plexiglass divider in the middle of a 20-gallon tall regular just fish tank. You can get them pretty cheap, and I put the plexiglass in, and it has some wood that I've siliconed in that is holding that plexiglass in place, and it's notched out at the top, so that works really well. They can see each other but can't get at each other, and so nice little conversion into two little 10-gallon vertical tanks. And like I said, I'll be adding more enrichment, but for right now it's more about monitoring the geckos, and they still have plenty of places in this enclosure for both of them to hide. So excited to be adding the Godiva and Twix, the two lily white crested geckos, to the reptile room. Now you guys can see right now her misting system is coming on, and it is raining in her temporary enclosure right now. But this little girl is amazing, and this is Calypso. She is my new female Panther Chameleon. Once again, another addition to the breeding projects here that I have going on, and she is amazing. I just got her today from a breeder off of Morph Market, and I'll try to include the description of that breeder as well in the description box. But she is beautiful. In a month or two, I'm going to be breeding her with my big stud Gandalf, who is right back here, and he's definitely getting ready. I think he definitely senses the female is near, but he is beautiful and amazing. Really yellow today. Most of the time that's green. But these guys, I've got the misting system set up going into both of the tanks here. And she's going to be I'm working on a tank that's just like Gandalf's, not quite as tall, but everything that's wood on Gandalf's tank will be PVC and all plastic. And her tank is also going to have solid PVC walls on the sides, on the left and right side, and it's going to be screened in the back, and big screen in the front with a screen door, so that way she will not be able to see Gandalf at all with the solid PVC wall on this side and this side of her enclosure. In the next video you guys will see that. So she'll only be in here for a couple days, but she is really beautiful, pink and salmon and blue. If you guys know anything about Panther Chameleons, and I've talked about this in previous videos, but they're usually very dull in color, very drab, but this girl has a lot of color, and I'm super excited to see what her and Gandalf produce. And she has a great personality, no aggression, really doesn't mind being handled. At least not so far, but looking forward to see what Miss Calypso and Gandalf produce, and that's the enclosure she's in for right now.
Okay, you guys, once again, this is Will the Dragon Whisperer. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Super big shout out to my father. And as you guys can see, Mrs. Blue is an amazing little dragon. And when Jackson decided to get another one after his dragon Tango passed away, unfortunately, when we were looking at these dragons on Morph Market, my father got kind of involved in the process because Jackson was spending some summertime up here with his grandparents. And once Jackson got Miss Blue, I set up a temporary enclosure there in my father's office because it was close to the place where Jackson spent a lot of his time on the computer. And my father fell in love with Miss Blue. And I really think that interaction and that situation is what helped my father decide to get involved more with me and with my animals and my breeding project. So super big shout out to my dad. Thank you so much for Miss Blue for touching his heart, and hope you guys will smash that like button, ring that notification bell. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Please continue to help me spread the channel, you guys, and my love for these animals. Hope to see you guys in the next video. This is Dragon Whisperer, and I'm out.